All right, guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've made a full video, but hey, I'm back at it. I'm back at it. I've been busy doing some business things, man. Been busy, but hey, I got this new Wltoys 124006. I got this sent out to me to review it, and although it's not new per se, but it is one of the newer Wltoys 1/12 scales that they've made pretty much on a platform they've used for a few years now, but I think it has some slight upgrades to it. But hey, let's get into this thing, man. This thing is a 1/12 scale, like a desert racer. All right, guys, it comes in two colors. It comes in this green. Let me turn the box around so you can see this. It comes in the green and it comes in the red. I got the red one. They asked me what color I wanted, and I said, send me the red. So the thing about this is, this shows you everything that it has. And they have upgrade parts, but these are all the stock parts to it. So it does come with a 540 carbon brush motor here. I don't know exactly the turn, but I believe it's a 12 turn. It's either, I think it's a 12 turn. Don't quote me on it, but I think it is. All metal gears. I mean, in your axles, you got all metal gears. You got metal gears for your diffs, and you do have ball bearings in this thing. You have this 2-in-1 ESC receiver, which I really don't like, but hey, this thing doesn't have a whole lot of room to work with, so they had to, I guess, settle for this 2-in-1 thingamajig here, as I call it. But yeah, I don't like it. But anyway, you got your combo here, receiver, ESC. These shocks, man, I don't understand why some of these manufacturers, some of these RC companies make or put these friction shocks or no oil shocks in these RCs. I just don't understand. But anyway, these shocks are friction shocks. You can't put oil in them. So they are going to be bouncy. You have your 7.4 volt, 1500 milliamp 2S battery, small size, but it gives you a good runtime on it. And these are your wheels, your wear resistant tires. They actually are pretty good for on road and off road. Like I said, because I do own the Wltoys 12428, and it shares the same platform as this 124006. So let me stop yapping and let me get this 124006 out the box. All right, so here we go, out the box here. Here we got I'm pretty sure this is the remote. Your typical M2R remote from Wltoys. I think every last one of these 12 scale RCs have this, except for that one that was brushless, and it actually had a display screen up here. So, but yeah, this is your typical Wltoys M2R remote here. It doesn't have a whole lot of adjustments on it. I mean, you do have your throttle and your steering trim. But as far as that on and off button, and this right here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the light button. Control the lights on it. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it takes 4 AA's. It takes 4 AA's, as you see there. Get out the way. Takes 4 AA's there. All right. Next we have, let's get these out of the way. have your instruction manual. I do suggest you at least open it up and you know, flip through it. Get familiar with it, especially with the part numbers you may need. You have your USB charge in there. You have your wheel nut wrench, and you have, it looks like a Phillips screwdriver there. So that's what you have in that. Next is what we've been waiting on. Let's get this out of here. Can I get it out of here, or is it tied down? I think Customs untied it for me though. I think Customs probably took it out the box and played with it before I could. But we ain't gonna talk about them. We ain't gonna talk about it too much. I haven't had any problem. Haven't had any problem with Customs. So, all right, guys. So here it is, the Wltoys 124006. Like I said, I did get the red one out the box. I did choose the red one. As you see, those friction shocks I was telling you about, all that bouncing around, man, it just makes it unstable, and it also kind of makes it hard to control this thing if it went any faster. Only good thing is it is brushed, and you know, it's not very fast, but fast enough to still enjoy it. Now, one thing about this platform here, man, with the body, for you to take the body off all of them, man, you got to put some work into it. It's like screws after screws after screws to get the body off. So just looking at this, I'm not for certain, but I'm pretty sure all these screws you see here. And let me give you an up close look. Pretty sure all these screws here, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And on the other side. All these probably going to have to come off just to have access to the electronics and everything. So, like I said, the wheels, man, they have foam in them, but they are really some good tires. Like I said, with the 12428, the tires are not worn down yet, and I ran it on pavement, ran it in dirt, rocks, everything. It does have your front independent wishbone suspension there. And as you see, got the metal skid plate there. Have your metal diff cups there. As you see, your out drive cups. You got your metal CVDs in there, as you can see. Have I don't know if you can see that. I have to probably can see. Has a metal front drive shaft, and then you come back here and you have this metal and plastic drive shaft. So the rear drive shaft is plastic, and then you have your metal ends on it. And we're gonna talk about this here in a little bit later on here. So in the back, you have your solid rear axle here. Got your 4 links back here in the back. And like I said, got your spare tire here. And you have your battery here. Now, that's going to be the thing here. Okay, I see you here. So this is the little cotter pin. You just take that out, and I guess this comes down and bring the battery out. On the other versions, the battery is pretty much where you see the spare at, and you have access to it like that. But this is a real spare, so this is a spare tire that you actually can use on this rig here, and they are bead-lock wheels, as you can see. They are bead-lock, so does have a driver inside. This does have the working roof lights, and headlights. It has your front bumper, which is pretty weak, pretty flimsy, but hey, hopefully we won't be needing it, you know what I mean? Hopefully we won't be crashing it, but this is it, man. The only thing I can tell you right now is we gonna get out here and bash it just like it is out the box. They did send me some upgrade parts, which I suggested to get, because like I said, on my previous 12428, it had some weak points on it, and one of the weak points on this is this drive shaft, this rear drive shaft. Because usually when you are bashing, jumping, and things like that with these friction shocks, I mean, it's nothing really resisting, keeping it from flexing always. So if you look at that drive shaft, how it flexes, look how it moves. All right, you see how it moves. So that shock of jumping and all that, I actually had that drive shaft break. So, all right, so they did send me these aluminum oil field shocks. They are adjustable, as you can see. That's gonna make it very, very, very stable. Very stable. Then, like I said, this drive shafts for the rear, aluminum. Metal steering servo, 5-wire. And just for giggles, we got the metal spur, metal pinion. It is a 17 tooth pinion, 62 tooth spur, all metal. And this is actually the front drive shaft. Got it just in case, but on the first rig it never broke, so but just got it. All right, guys, so here I have the 12428 in comparison with the 124006 here. As you can see, like I said, they are pretty much the same RC, just with different bodies. Now, the only thing I did different with this, I have upgraded it a little bit here. And let me show you some of the upgrades I did to it. So, let's start at the bottom. So, on the bottom, I did add the full metal skid plate or chassis plate here. So, that replaced just the little metal skid plate there. And so, basically, just replaces that metal skid plate, and it just covers the whole bottom of the chassis there. That's that. I did add these extenders here, so give it a wide track, give it a little more, just a little more stability out there with the wide track. So I bought that and installed that. Here I do have the metal rear drive shaft here. Like I said, the stock plastic one snapped. So that was the weak point on that. And to me, I think the real reason why it did snap was because of the friction shock. So that's my thing. On these links here, don't mind these links. I got some replacements. I just haven't put them on. What ended up happening was I was doing some cutting and drilling, and I kind of shaved the link a little bit there, and I felt like I was making it kind of weak by having it shaved like that, but then I didn't want it to break, but this tape wasn't gonna hold nothing up. So anyway, but I did cut a nice little gap in it, and I got the replacement links. I just haven't put it on yet. I did, like I said, let me see if you can see it in there. So I do have the upgraded front shocks, oil fill, and if you see here, the rear oil fill shock. Now these are not adjustable. These are just like the what they call them, the those lizard type shocks here, but they are oil fill, and it made a big difference with the, like I said, just the rebound. Like it's not all bounce, it's more control. So, and that's what you need. I did add some lights on this thing. I mean, it already has the tail lights and the headlights here, as you can see. And I just added these little pole lights, as you per se want to say. These lights actually came, I want to say came from one of my RC airplanes, and I just used it. I had some extra and I just used it on this. And then on top, these are just camera mounts, just to be able to do some recording while out there. This thing is a little dirty, but hey, not too dirty. I mean, it is dirty, but this thing does have the metal gears in as well. So that's one thing I can say about Wltoys on these. They did it right. I mean, they put the metal gears in it, got the bearings in it, and this is a 550 motor as well. And as you see, it's all set up the same. Motor here, 550 motor. Those are the stock friction shocks that I will be replacing after the first run. Like I said, the metal out cups and everything. You can see the shocks there, the rear shocks, and you see them back here. So like I said, it's just set up the same way. It's the same platform, you know, it's just different body. And the only thing, like I said, with this that they upgraded on it, it just put more better LED lights on here. As you will see, they are brighter. As you see right here, I was telling you, this is where the battery goes here. So where the battery goes here, this is where they have a spare tire right here. So now they got the battery further on up under there. So, and that's that. So again, like I said, we're gonna upgrade this after the first run. We are gonna change the shocks out. We're gonna probably go ahead and take this stock rear drive shaft off, as if it don't break it on the first run. We'll find that out as well too. Not gonna put the chassis plate on it just yet. We'll keep it like this. Gonna change out the servo, which you can see right there. That's the stock servo. So we're gonna change that out. And we are gonna change that motor out. We're gonna take that 550 brush motor and we're gonna put a little faster brush motor. We're gonna put a 8-turn brush motor. And we're gonna keep it brush and just give it a little more speed with that 8-turn, because I think this is a 12-turn in here. I could be wrong. Between a 12-turn and a 15-turn. So and I'll probably take both of these out and just have comparison on, give you comparison on these with this being the wide track one and with the stock track. So